Welcome everyone to Geek Watch, where I keep my eye on something very geeky, and you enjoy it. Welcome, clan. Now, as you can probably guess what this is going to be about, from the title, I'm going to be talking about the 3 new articles that came out from Game Informer about Dragon Age Inquisition. That is Morrigan, Past and Future, races returning, and the combat. Ooh, so juicy. I'm going to talk about the first 2 articles because those ones I can talk about quite quickly. And then the last one, I'm going to show a couple of clips from the video that came along with it that showed off some of the pre-alpha gameplay, which by the way looks fucking awesome, but from the looks of it. I apologize, my glasses are a little dirty. But yeah, so the first one is Morrigan Past in Prison. Now this one, in all honesty, is just a little bit of a recap about Morrigan's character, if you didn't know too much about her, which I know probably a lot about her, because, well, I'm such a Dragon Age geek. I have the World of Thedas book right here, which has like an entire section on her. So, yeah. It's mostly some of the developers and the writers like David Geiger talking a little bit about how they interpret her character, and also a wee bit about Claudia Black, the voice actress who voices Morrigan, who, if you don't know, you might know her from other things such as Stargate SG-1, where she played Vala in season 9 and 10, I believe, and also from her other big role in Farscape, a series which, in all honesty, I've only seen the first season of it. I really need to go back and watch it. But anyway, that's mostly what they're talking about in that, giving you a little bit of recap of how they rut her and how they talk. And it's a very interesting reading. I enjoyed reading it. I also mentioned how Claudia Black actually didn't audition for the role of Morrigan. She just sent in a sample tape, and apparently the Geiger and all the other writers went, "That's Morrigan, get her in here," which is fucking awesome. I love that, and apparently they're fans of her, so that proves they're geeks as well. But the future of what kind of role is she going to have in it. They're being very vague on it. In 2 seconds, I'm actually going to... Sorry, the light's shining on my face. There's a bit of glare there. But they did talk a little bit about her role in it. They said she's up to something, but they didn't say exactly what. They're being very vague with Morrigan's character. And they also did confirm, by the way, for those that were hoping that she was going to be a party member, no, she's not. And in all honesty, I'm kind of happy about that, because Morrigan's just too powerful at the moment, and she has too much of a bigger role to be a party member. Not to say that other party members don't have a big role, but Morrigan is just, from what I gathered from her, from my interpretation of what she's been up to, just from what I can gather from the trailers and a couple of things I've read, she's up to something, and it looks like she's going to be up to something quite big, so making her a party member would make no fucking sense, in all honesty. I'm very happy that she isn't a party member, but I am hoping that she at least gets a little cameo, because I think that's going to make a lot of sense. And from the screenshots that we've seen, it does look like she may have a cameo at least. Like the Inquisitor might bump into her at one point. Maybe other Dragon Age cameos as well could be nice. But it's a very interesting read. I'd recommend reading it. As I say, it does go into a bit of detail about her, and if you don't know that much about her, it's very interesting. I'm going to say this right now, there are some rumours, mostly speculation, about if Morrigan is actually Morrigan. And that Flemeth, this basically is that Flemeth caught up with her and took over her body. I highly doubt that, in all honesty. I really highly doubt. I think Morrigan's still Morrigan, because she still has that Morrigan vibe about her. You can still get that. And there are a couple of people wondering about the Godchild. The Dragon Age writers, Mick Laylaw and David Geiger, have came out and stated that if you didn't do the Dark Ritual and you import your save, the child doesn't exist. So people speculating, the child's going to have a major role. He's not, okay? I hate to be the bearer of fucking bad news. Because the canon ending to Dragon Age, which Mick Laylaw tweeted, is Dalish Elf, King Alistair, no Dark Ritual, Warden dies. That's the canon ending, so they're focusing more that the child doesn't exist, which is nice. I like that, but that's the canon ending. My ending is very similar to that, except for I did the Dark Ritual. I'm a Dalish Elf, Alistair's king, even though he kind of hates me for it, and Morrigan, my warden, romanced Morrigan and had the child with her, and went with her through the Alluvian. That's going to be interesting for my warden, as I say. That's just, how's Morrigan going to act in that? It's going to be quite interesting to see how that goes. I do like that. I really do like the fact that they are not going to be using the Godchild, because that's something that I think if they were to use it, would either piss a lot of people off or make people really happy. I'm glad they aren't using him. Doesn't mean he might not have a bigger role in the future games if you did do him, but we'll have to wait and see. And by the way, he is a he. It was confirmed. Shut up. That's all I'm going to say on that article. As I say, there's a lot of speculation as is about Morrigan. She's not going to be a party member. Deal with it, okay? I'm glad she isn't, in all honesty, because it would make no sense for a story point why she would be a party member. So that's what I'm saying. The other article is the races, and well, basically I'll show the picture. I've got a wee picture here shows all the face models they've got at the moment. I'll show that in just a minute, but it's a very brief article, just telling you a little bit about the races are back. And now, due to the races being back, there's no backstories, which is disappointing in all honesty. I really like the idea of the backstories, but if they're going to put they said if they have to put that if you want races, we're going to have to get rid of the backstory. And while I'm disappointed in that, I thought they could have at least incorporated some of the backstories into it, and I hope they still can do. But I'm thinking if they try to do that, they'd need more time to make the game, in all honesty. But I'm very glad that the races are back. I would rather have multitude of races rather than 20 backstories and all, because I think that's what Dragon Age does best, is the races. And a lot of people are saying, oh, but what about voice actors and all that? Because we know that the Dragon Age main, the Inquisitor, is going to be voiced, and people can say, oh, but an elf shouldn't sound anything like a human, or a dwarf shouldn't sound anything. That's kind of right, but as I say, it's just imagine how much it costs to hire voice actors. Some voice actors ain't fucking cheap. So I hope they get a good, and honestly, I hope they get a good voice actor and a good voice actress to do either all the voices or one race, because that would make a lot of sense. If it was different, I would prefer a different voice actor and actress for each race, but that's going to be extremely expensive and it will take up a lot more time and all that. So I am hoping that if they do get a good voice actor or a voice actress, that they have a wide range of difference, because a dwarf has a bit of a gruff voice. For a male one, an elf depending on the elf, is a bit posh, and a human is just very noble and very a human's this voice. A Dalish elf is much more proper, and a dwarf you expect to have a bit of a gruff voice. Those are the male ones. I'm not going to fucking attempt a female voice. Oh my god, that's me, a dwarf. I hate it. I'm a fucking. I need to wash my mouth out for that. Well, maybe a female Dalish. Oh my god, I can't believe it. That's a holy shit, I'm racist. But yeah, like, that's something that I am worried about as well, the voice actor and actress. But as I say, as long as they get a good one, I'm okay with it. No offense, but the female Hawk voice, male one was okay, female one, all I've got to say is legacy, key, and feel it inside me. You get that? That's the point I stopped playing my females in Dragon Age 2. But yeah, I've got a couple. There's one voice actor I could see doing this. He's a staple of almost everything, and he already voices Ogren. Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom surprisingly has a lot of range. Like, I'm very surprised. I thought he was always this gruff guy, but he actually does have a bit of range. He actually does have a good amount of range. He's a really good voice actor. I only found out recently he voices Orochimaru from Naruto, which, holy shit, that's creepy as fuck. So, Steve Bloom would be a good one. He's already a staple of the Dragon Age games, and I wouldn't mind him voicing it, as it says, but it depends if Ogren's going to be in it or not. I highly doubt it. But yeah, I Steve Bloom's one that pops into mind. There's also Troy Baker as well. Troy Baker has a very good bit of range. He's voicing the fucking Joker, for fuck's sake, in Dragon Age. Yeah, the Joker's going to be in Dragon Age or Dragon Age Inquisition. That'd be fucking hilarious, I'm not going to lie. Oh! Anarchy and chaos all around me. Oh, I just love this universe. Oh, death, destruction, mayhem. It's all a bit crazy, don't you think? That was my attempt at a Joker voice. I feel miserably. Yeah, but he's voicing Joker in Arkham Origins, so he does have a good bit of range. So Troy Baker's another one. I'm not too good with female voice actresses. I'm going to be honest. A couple ones that pop in my head. I'm horrible at this, I'm sorry. Grey Delisle, she actually has got a good amount of fucking range on her, so she'd be interesting. There are a couple others that pop in my head, but I can't remember their names, for fuck's sake. So I am a bit disappointed that as the backstory's gone, but the races is. Now here's a wee look at what we've got so far. Here's the human ones. The human ones, very stock, look fairly similar. Not much has changed about them. They look like humans. The two that are really interesting are the elves and the dwarves. Now, let's have a wee look at the elven ones. They're definitely different from the Dragon Age 2 ones. They've not got those massive fucking pixie ears. I'm sorry, that I fucking hated those pixie ears in Dragon Age 2. I don't get why they had to have massive fucking ears. Dragon Age Origins had the perfect elf ears. Pointy, a little bit out, but they were fine. Not pixie fucking ears. I'm sorry. I hold no grudge against the art team or anything, but whoever that was, don't do it again. I hate the over-exaggerated elf ears that were like up to fucking here. I fucking hated them. If you like them, you've been exposed to Disney too much. I really hated those pixie ears. I like the fact that these ones aren't exact. I preferred the more the way they were in Dragon Age Origins, but it's a new engine, new art style, so they aren't as pixie like this time. They actually are relatively elven ears. Hopefully you can modify them a little bit, although the elven face model has a bit of a derp face. It's like but I like the fact that they have shrunk the ears down. I fucking hated the pixie ears. I'm sorry, I really, really did. I am liking the look of this is just the face model, so they are subject to change. The elves look good, the humans look good. The dwarves don't look like they've changed too much, except the female dwarves. The female dwarves look a little bit more attractive, shall I say? Not to say that the dwarves in Dragon Age Origins weren't attractive. Moving on. But I like the look of the new female dwarf. That I prefer this look over Origins, in all honesty. And we'll have to wait and see what they do with it. I'm not gonna lie. My favourite's still the elves. I love the elves. I'm sorry, they're my favourite race. I do like the new look for them. As it says, I wish the ears were a little bit smaller or a little bit better tucked in. But as it says, it's very D&D elf look. As long as they don't bring that back, the pixie ears, I'm happy. I fucking hated the pixie ears. I'm sorry. If you like them, Disney, no. I'm sorry, I did not like the pixie ears. I actually didn't even like the look of the elves in general in Dragon Age 2, now that I think about it. I mean, Meryl was okay. Fenris, don't get me started. It's just, I didn't like the elves. The elf ears were way too big. Way too big in Dragon Age 2. I'm sorry. They were pixies. They weren't elves. They were fucking pixies. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The new elf ears still bug me a little bit, but maybe they'll make them smaller. But they look better than Dragon Age 2. What the fuck's her name? Eva Miles. Eva Miles. That's her name. The voice of Meryl. She's a good actress, by the way. Just because she voiced Meryl, she's a good actress. Maybe she could voice the main female elf. Because in all honesty, I'm a sucker for that fucking accent. Ugh. That's no reason to fucking romance Meryl. But yeah, I love the look of I like the look of the new elves. Humans fine, dwarves are okay. The only problem I've got is the ears, but it's elves, I have to deal with it. And then they go, oh, but didn't you like the elves and other stuff with big ears? The only elves I really liked, in all honesty, were the Lord of the Rings elves, and those ears were fine. They were just a little bit pointy and a little bit sticky in some instances. Those ones, as I say, the more D&D ones, I know that's the traditional look, and I will be patient. These are all subject to change. They may change. As I say, the elf ears are just a little bit too pointy for my liking, but as I say, it all comes down to them. But I like them better than fucking the pixie ears from Dragon Age 2. Now we'll move on to the final article, and I'm going to switch over to my trailer analysis. Oh shit. What the hell? Oh, for fuck's sake. Give me a minute. It didn't save my presets. I need to add it again. I do apologise for this. But we're going to move over to the Dragon Age gameplay showing off. And I'm not going to show off all of the thing. Oops. All of it. But I'm going to show just a couple of key things that I want to look at. I'm going to resize it so you get a better look at it. Whoa, too big. There we are. It's, that'll do. It's just... there we are. So, firstly, we'll play this wee bit here. Just give me a moment to smack this to this. Oh, nope. I fucked up. Oops. Oops, it is. Is that better? That's better. So we'll play this wee bit here. I've muted the audio so you can't hear it because go watch the video, but we'll play this wee bit. Now, the gameplay here is mostly mage by the looks of it, like you're switching to Verenia, I think her name is. And I'm liking the look of the new mage combat actually, because it looks like a bit more positional and all that, a bit more strategical. And they did state in the video that that's what they're going for. Like, says I'll pause the video briefly. It does look like they're going for a bit more of a strategic look to it, which I like. They did say that they were looking into like the Wasteland games and all that, and I did like that, but looked into the Wasteland, with the Wasteland, a bit more strategical thinking, looking at it. Now we're looking here a wee bit more gameplay here. I do apologise, I forgot this guy's name. But we're looking here, and you can see there's a couple, maybe a new enemy type. We might fast forward a little bit to the ones I want to show you. Get a bit of a closer look. Come on, give me it, give me it. Should have probably marked off the time. But yeah, first we're showing off the wee bit of gameplay here. As is, this is just a temp one by the looks of it. This is a temporary one. The enemies will have shields, if you can see that there. And this is the warrior class they're showing off. And I'm gonna note something at the end of this video, but I'll just continue playing to it. And the fact that the enemy, yeah, if you play as a warrior, you don't have to. You've got the new weapon. If you didn't see that there, that was a new weapon that the warrior's going to have. It's the harpoon. Now a lot of people are saying like, oh, they've stolen that from a couple of games here or there, and I'm like, yeah, they fucking stole it. It's cool. So it does look like the warrior's going to have a bit more in his arsenal to use as weapons. I do like the look of that. You're going to be able to pull enemies in like a fucking get over here kind of thing. I am liking that. I like the fact that they're adding a lot to the combat, and it does look interesting, but come on, show the fucking rogue off already. But I like the fact that they're showing off, they're improving the combat for the better. I am liking that. They're adding new things to it here and there, making it a lot more fluid, but trying to still keep it quite strategical, and I like that. I really, really do. And the fact that if you're going up against tougher enemies with shields like here, you can just knock them off balance with that harpoon gun. Now we're playing a bit more here. So as you see, just showing off, you can knock your opponent off balance here and then go into there, sneak attack them, and all that, attack them. Now we're seeing a wee bit more here. As is, these look like, it's hard to tell what these are, but they did look like a bit of undead, in all honesty. Aye, dude. I do apologise, there's no audio, but we're looking here, we see some more going. This is two-handed warrior and all that. This looks a lot like a fucking base, I'm not going to lie. So this could be the base they're talking about. The combat is evolving, and here, I'll pause this right here. I want to take note here of this here. This is a green enemy, so it could be one of three things. Either a spirit, a demon, or an untextured fucking enemy. But the way that it's attacking, I'm thinking that it's a spirit or a ghost of some kind, because that could be really cool if they tried to incorporate that into the game with spirits and all that. Because in all honesty, the undead and spirits... The undead and ghosts in Dragon Age Origins weren't that interesting. They were kind of bleh. I hope that if they're going to introduce spirits and undead, that they make them a bit more creepy, because that would be really cool. And does it show any more after this, or is that about it? I think that's about it for all I wanted to show. Just make sure. Yeah, it's just the rest of it's just oh yeah, it's a little bit more mage gameplay, showing off the fire magic and all that. The mages, they're showing off the mage and the rogue at the moment, and I really like the fact that no, but fucking show off the rogue for God's sake. I want to see the rogue. Sorry, mage and warrior they're showing off, and they're the ones that probably done the most work to make them a bit better. And I don't know what they've done with the mages, but hopefully they've added some kind of melee attack with the mages. Because in all honesty, if you're a mage, you stick at the distance. It's kind of nice if you get up close and personal. And now I'm going to switch back to here briefly because I actually want to find something in the video that I want to show you. See if I can find it. Don't want you to see me skipping through like 20 minutes of fucking video. Can't remember exactly where it is. I know it's pretty early on in the video, but I am like, the combat looks like they've definitely stepped up and made it a bit more strategical and a bit more action as well. They're keeping a bit of a mixture of both. They did state in the video, Mike Law says that they're taking a lot of inspiration from like XCOM and a lot of the action, a lot of this Kickstarter RPGs like Wasteland and that, the combat style and that, they're trying to take a lot from there and add a little bit to it. And I do like the fact that they're taking that into consideration and adding a bit more. There is. There we are. I got it. But yeah, so I do like the fact they're doing that. The combat does look like they're going to improve quite a lot in there, and I do like the look of it. The combat does look a lot better. Like Dragon Age Origins combat was good, was okay. Dragon Age 2's combat was awesome. It looks like they're taking the best part of both worlds and adding it into Dragon Age 3 by the looks of it. So you can be a bit more strategical, but a bit more also action oriented, and I really like the way they're going with that. As it is, make fun of the harpoon and all you want. It's like, get over here! I don't give two shits. If it's fucking cool, I'll like it. I'm sorry. Fuck you if you don't like it. It's cool as fuck. It's fuck. Why am I saying it like that? Fuck. 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 There we go. Better. But yeah, I'm liking it. I really am. The combat looks awesome. Now, the thing I wanted to show you is an enemy that's in this thing. I'll get it up again. This enemy right fucking here. This is an enemy we haven't seen in the Dragon Age games ever. And it looks like in Dragon Age Inquisition we're going to see a lot of that. But we have never seen this enemy in the Dragon Age games or books or graphic novels to my knowledge. This enemy here, however, is in this book. I mean, take a look at it. Right there. I'll show you something. Take a good look at it. I know it's not exactly great. I'll see if I can. In fact, I'll edit it, see if I can get in closer, so you can see it a wee bit better. That's probably the best I'm going to do. But look at it there. Look at it there. Okay, done editing. Look there. Have a good long look at the design of the helmet, the design of the body, and then let me show you something in the Dragon Age World of Thetis book if I can find it. Because where the fuck is it? Shit, I hate this. Olays, and here's Antiva, Free Marches, Kirkwall. Where the hell is it? Anderfalls, Deventer Imperium, Slaves, Ravenia. It's in here. Ah, here it is. Tell me that doesn't look like that. Tell me that does not look like that. Take a good long hard fucking look at it. You may ask, what the fuck is that? This is a Fog Warrior from Seheron. S-E-H-E-R-O-N. Seheron, that's it. That sounds familiar because I think Sten mentioned it. Seheron is a bit of a conflicted place. It's primarily a Kunari place, like the Kun is the most prominent religion there, but there's also a bit of Deventer Imperium influence there. It's a place that's quite contested between the two of them. Mostly Kun, but a bit of Deventer. The Fog Warriors. Allow me to read you the extract. The native Saharan rebel forces have resorted to deadly stealth strikes against the Kunari. One group in particular has proven so effective that stories of its prowess have found their way off the island. Though these are likely exaggerations, the rebels are known as Fog Warriors. According to tales, Fog Warriors are silently amidst a deep and unnatural fog that is assumed to be magical. Their armor and skin are painted a pale white to blend into the surroundings. Stalking silently, the Fog Warriors strike their foes swiftly, killing multiple enemies before they are even aware they're being attacked or attack has been mounted. The war level, yeah, that's basically that's the Fog Warriors in a nutshell. They come in surrounded by a magical fog that basically renders them near invisible while they are painted white, and they are rebel forces that take on the Kunari on a regular basis. This sounds awesome! I'm sorry, when I read up in the Fog Warriors ages ago and I saw this, the first thing that popped in my head was, wait a minute, that's a Fog Warrior. In fact, give me a minute. There we go. I know it's not a great look, but tell me that does not look like a Fog Warrior. Tell me that does not look like a fucking Fog Warrior. These ones sound awesome. I said I'll just readjust that. I need to switch it back. Just make sure for next recording. But yeah, the Fog Warriors. I had to get this out there because it looks like a Fog Warrior, especially the helmet. They've never been in the Dragon Age games, and they're an enemy that sounds so interesting. How are they... Like, not much is known about them as it's stated here. All is known is basically they come in a massive fog and they kill multiple enemies before they're even fucking noticed. That sounds awesome. I cannot wait. If someone from BioWare watches this, please let me know. Was that a Fog Warrior? I need to fucking know. It sounds so fucking interesting. I want to... If the Fog Warriors are going to be in Dragon Age Origins, does that mean that we're going to be going to Saharan? Saharon? I'm sorry, I can't fucking pronounce it. Damn you, Dragon Age, and you're hard to pronounce things. I think it's Saharon. Because I do remember Sten stating it in Dragon Age Origins that he's from Saharon, I think. I'm sorry, the Fog Warriors just sound so fucking interesting, and it's really weird. Does that mean that they are coming to Orlais, or are we going to Saharon? Because that would be interesting if we're not just going to be stuck in Orlais. That we're going all over Thedas. They have stated that we might be going over Thedas. That'd be really cool. So are we going to go to Saharon? Or are the Fog Warriors going to come at us and kick our fucking asses? Because the moment I see a fog... In fact, I'm pretty sure in the gameplay there with the mage, I saw fog. But that could just be the game. If I see a fog coming towards me, I'm drawing my daggers and I'm just like... Right, get ready bitches, we're fighting some Fog Warriors. Oh, and another very interesting thing. Saharon is where griffins are originally from in the Dragon Age universe. Griffins. The things Grey Wardens used to ride. So, mount, my apologies. And kill things. Does that mean griffins are coming back? Because, well, I know you can say they're extinct. But that's what they said about dragons. And look what happened. They came back with a vengeance. Does that mean that the griffins will return with a mighty vengeance and wreak havoc on those who dare threaten them? Does that mean that we will have to mount our griffins and charge the enemy and destroy them with a mighty force? I'm sorry, I had to go epic there. So, not only does that look like a Fog Warrior, but if it is a Fog Warrior, why are they using them? Why Saharon now? Does this mean that possibly griffins are returning? It's a lot of speculation, but I had to get this little bit out here because, I'm sorry, the Fog Warriors sound fucking awesome. By the way, I doubt we'll have one as a party member before anyone goes ape shit, but it sounds fucking awesome. I want a Fog Warrior. I want to fight a Fog Warrior. Please, let me fight a Fog Warrior. I mean, that's just a bit of speculation. It does look like a Fog Warrior, so it may or may not be a Fog Warrior. I don't know. But I had to get that out there. But overall, go read the 3 articles. I will leave a link to the Dragon Age Hub. Go read all 3 of them. Watch the video to look at the combat. Listen to it. If you want, I didn't want to show the full video. I just wanted to show a bit of combat, a bit here or there. It looks awesome. I cannot wait to get my fucking hands on this game. I'm dying to play it. And please, someone at BioWare, I'm begging you, let me know if that was a Fog Warrior. Please. Please. I must know. Because the Fog Warriors are awesome. So, let me know what your thoughts are on all the new articles that have came out for Dragon Age. And thank you for watching, and thank you for your continued support. As always, I'm Scottish Warrior 92, and I'll see you all later. Ciao for now.